Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Dirty Red Gaming. And if you're new to the channel, every Monday and every Thursday around 1 p.m. we do sneaker and tech reviews. And if you can tell by the title of today's video, man, we got another tech review for y'all, man. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing the Sony Dualsense Edge Controller from Sony's Midnight Black collection. Also in this video, I'm going to kind of be comparing that Dualsense Edge Controller, the new one, to my old Dualsense Edge Controller. Should you cop or not this, what I rate this. And also kind of like the longevity, like how do these things hold up? Is it even worth 200 bucks? So I don't want to hold y'all up, man. Let's go ahead and get to the video. Okay, so before we get into unboxing the Dualsense Edge Controller, let's kind of like just go into the history of how PlayStation does things. So PlayStation tends to release like collections of different colors controllers, shell casings, and accessories for the Sony PlayStation 5. And back in 2021, they went with the Midnight Black collection, which was just basically a black controller for the Sony PlayStation 5, and then they did the shell that makes your PlayStation 5 look black as well. Then in 2023 they released the original DualSense Edge controller, and then for the 30th anniversary they released like a gray DualSense Edge controller, and then February 2025 they released another addition to the Midnight Black collection, which was a black DualSense Edge controller. They released the black headset. These were all released in black, and then the earbuds, I'm not sure if you can see that the Elites were released in all black, and then the PlayStation Portal was released in all black, and you were able to pre-order these things. But the only thing I wanted out of that bundle or collection was the DualSense Edge controller. I have the white one, which was originally released, and we'll kind of take a look at it to see what came in this one and what won't come in this one. But for the most part, this is going to run you like 200 bucks, and let me tell you what it comes with, or what you will get. So it just says perfect for your gameplay. Get an edge in gameplay by creating your own custom controls to fit your play style. So you get the ultra customizable controls. Play with remappable buttons, tunable triggers and sticks, changeable stick caps, and more. Then you got the mappable button, mappable back buttons, shortened response time with more essential actions at your fingertips. Then you got, of course, the DualSense Edge wireless control features built in with you enjoy haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and a signature control comfort. Then it just says replaceable stick modules. I haven't had to replace mine yet, but it says play longer with swappable replacement stick modules, which are sold separately. So I haven't had to replace none yet, but they are swappable, interchangeable. You can change this one from swap them around. But that's pretty much basically it. This is going to run you $199. I was able to get mine from Target. I'm honestly learning to just make payments on things. So for me, I chose to do the zip payment plan, where you pay like 20 something bucks and you make payments on it, so you don't have to spend a whole $200 at once. So that's kind of the process I went through, and I'm totally happy with that process. I used to think that was kind of crazy to use a firm and make payments and things like that, but that was the process I chose to go with, and I'm happy that I was able to get my DualSense Edge controller and not have to pay that much money up front. So let's go ahead and get this thing out the box, man. Okay, so we got our handy dandy knife, and we're just gonna go ahead and cut the top of the box. Go ahead and cut that loose, and we have that done. I did not like that the box was already torn when I picked it up from Target. I don't know, I thought that was kind of weird or different to have to, I don't know, because sometimes you don't know really what people be doing. So let's go ahead and get this open. It's kind of hard to open it from behind the camera. So what comes in it? Let's go ahead and slide it out. And I'm kind of excited. I'm not even gonna lie. I really love the all black. Whew. And voila. So what comes in the box? Basically just get DualSense Edge controller book, pamphlet. We'll put that to the side. Got this little dust bag that it comes in. And let's get that thing out of there. Oh man, This thing looks nice. I'm not even gonna just the case it comes in. So here's the original case right here, the white one. As you can see, here's the black one. So before I open this, my biggest curiosity from Sony is, did they change anything from the original? And I'll kind of show you in just a second what I mean by that. So let's go ahead and open this up. See what comes in it. Should be everything that, oh man. Whew. Here is the controller. Oh, sheesh, that looks good. That looks damn good. I'm not even gonna lie. So we'll just toss this. This is another little dust bag. Okay, so basically with this, you get the interchangeable tabs here. If you can see right here, you get these interchangeable tabs, and then you can also swap out your analogs. This clamps your USB-C. Let me get this out without moving, bumping anything. And this clamps this into the back of your controller. So basically, you'll put this onto here. I want to say I've never used it, but okay, it goes like that, and then it plugs into the back of the controller, snaps in, keeps it from coming out, and then you can lock it in, and it locks your controller in. So what I find that is most disappointing is this cord. So if you look at it, you see that it's still USB, and the original comes with a USB cord as well. You can see it right there. I have it tucked in, but it comes with a USB-C cord. So if you have a PlayStation Slim or PlayStation 5 Slim or just the original PlayStation 5, Sony's gone away from using the USB-C. So I mean USB cables, and it's just USB-C to USB-C, which I think it was odd to give us this and it not have a USB-C to USB-C, but the PlayStation Pro or the PlayStation Slim has USB-C to USB-C in the front. So I kind of thought that was weird to do, being that this is a new product. Why not give us the cables that come with the game, or we should use with the game? And what I mean by that, let's see, USB-C to USB-C cable. I'll show you in just a second. I have one laying around that came with the Sony. Anytime I get headset, it comes with a USB-C to USB-C cable, which is this. Sorry about that. So you see the USB-C. This comes with any of my headset that I got from Sony, but for some reason with the controller, it gives you a USB, and this is a new controller. It should have came with the USB-C to USB-C, which is what is in the Sony PlayStation Slim, Sony PlayStation Pro. So with that being said, let's kind of take a look at the controller and compare it to the original one. So let's go. Okay, so we got them side by side. This is the Dualsense Edge Controller. This is the very first one that came out in 2023. Sorry about that. And then this just was released February 2025. Longevity wise, so if you're purchasing one of these and you're kind of curious as to how long do these things last, what is the usage, you know, what issues have I had with this one to make me go out and buy another one. So I don't need another one. I just wanted a black one. But for me, the only issues I've really had was, if you see here in the back, that's kind of coming loose. I use these triggers. I haven't had any issues. I mean, no issues. You will use or wear your analogs. So I've worn these down. If you can tell, they kind of, but you can't swap them out. So I've kind of gone with the longer ones, and I prefer to use these now over the original ones, which are these. And you can tell those are worn, man. I've used those things up. I've never used these paddles right here though. If you look and see, I've never used those. I've always gone with this right here. But over time, I have not had any issues. It's pretty simple to change out the modules. These are replaceable. These modules are replaceable, but I have not had any issues. You can swap them out. If you start getting stick drift on one, I can always take this, swap it like that, and you kind of get a fresh start. And we'll just rock with that right now, as of right now. snap it back on, and voila, pretty simple. Only issue I can say that I have had with this is maybe sometimes the buttons start to stick a little bit, and I kind of just try to get like a little cotton swab or something like that and wet it up and just let them loosen up. But nonetheless, man, this has been holding up real fine. Battery life on it is horrible, like all PlayStation 5 controllers. And for me, I'm excited to play with this. Pause. But for the most part, what you can do, even if you have issues, you can swap this analog into that controller, etc., etc. The analogs will work. These are all interchangeable, which makes it cool to have two that you can swap them out with. So right now, as of right now, man, I'm going to go ahead and get this set up, but I'm also going to show y'all how this works. How does it actually work? We're going to cut the game on. I'm not going to do this one. I'm just going to do this one being that it's already set up. We're just going to see how it actually works and what you can use this controller for, and if you even need it, or do you just need to get a regular black controller over the DualSense Edge controller for $200. So let's go ahead and go do that. Okay, so let me show y'all how I use my DualSense Edge controller. So first thing first, you want to hit the function button, which are these, either one or the other. They all do the same thing, but if you hit the function button and then you hit the start button, it's going to take you into the profile. So I have 3 profiles: 2K25, Division 2, which is like Call of Duty, and then I have Madden. So we'll start with 2K25. I'm not going to go through all the profiles, but I'm just going to show you how you can set up your controller. So basically with 2K25, first off, if you want to go ahead and rename it, delete it, or copy the name or the profile, you can. If you look to your right, you'll see where it says sensitivity curve, quick, and then you'll see the 2 buttons at the bottom, and that's kind of how I have it set up. So we'll go into the profile and I'll show you how to customize your button assignments. So first thing first, you have all of these buttons which point to every direction on your control pad. So I just added 2 more, which is square. Instead of using square to shoot, the original square, I put square at the bottom. So this is square for me, and this is square for me also. So basically, I've customized my profile. So if I want to use square, I just push square here to shoot. Right here for this, the D-pad, I use this button right here, and you can see it on the profile. And if you want to go in to change it, you just go to that location, hit it, switch it to whatever you wanted to, and then it'll ask you, you go here and then apply and save. I don't want to save it. But next thing, stick sensitivity. So this is probably like the most important thing for what I enjoy this for, and it is to make my analog sticks, which is these right here, more responsive. When I hit the button, everything moves whenever I tell it to, and that's what I enjoy about the controller. So you see where it says stick sensitivity, you get all of these different types of movements. For me, I use quick, and basically what that does, if you see right here, you see where it says adjusted input and then controller input. So basically the default is where the white dot is, but the adjusted is where the blue dot is. So when I moved it, that is the difference in me moving the analog stick, is how fast and responsive it becomes when you set up your profile, opposed to, this can help with, I guess, stick drift. If you have stick drift, you can come in and fix it and control it here and make your controller more responsive. But as you can see, the adjusted input is way faster than the default input. So you could do that on both of your left and right analog stick. And as you can see, when I move this, and you see how much more responsive it is when you set it up. And this just allows you to take off faster. It allows you to do everything a little bit faster when you're playing any type of game, not just basketball, but it could be Madden, it could be Call of Duty, and I may need to set that up on the Division 2. So we'll go into the Division 2 stick. Default, we're going to change it to quick. That's on the left stick, and then we'll go to the right stick. We're going to change it to quick also, and then that's it. So now when you see your profile for the Division 2, now I also have sensitivity curve quick and sensitivity curve quick on that as well. And then I could change that for Madden also. Quick, go to left stick, change to the right stick, quick. And that's basically what it does. You have more control over your controller, and it allows you to just be more faster and functional over your competition. So let's go ahead and wrap this video, man. Okay, so we're wrapping this video up, man. Do y'all think this is worth it? In my eyes, in my opinion, yes. If I had to rate this black makes it a 10 out of 10, man. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm in love with the black. I like the all black anyway. I'm gonna get the black shell from the Sony PlayStation 5 Pro whenever it becomes available on Sony's website. But I do think this is a W. For me, the way I look at it is like this. If you're a type of person who uses more than one controller, just take them back to the store. Take them to GameStop and swap them out. Get you some store credit. Basically, a black controller, all black controller. This is gonna run you like $75. So if you get 2 controllers, that's almost $200 anyway. Just spend the extra money. Get you a Edge controller, man. I think it's definitely worth it for all the functions. Mine has not broken. The white one has not broken. Besides it just being older, a couple years old, I still use it daily. It's my daily driver. I have a lot of controllers, but I go with the Dualsense Edge controller because it just gives me the edge over competition. I move faster. The controller is very snappy. It's very responsive, and it does everything I needed to do. So if I had to rate this controller, I would give this a test. This black, all black, is clean. I'm ready to set it up, man. So I give this a 10 out of 10. And should you cop it? Yes. If you're a person who uses 2 or 3 controllers, just take them back to the store, swap them out, man. You can take them back to the store, get you some store credit from GameStop, and then get you a DualSense Edge controller. It doesn't have to be the black. You could probably go get this one already returned, and it'll be a discounted rate or something like that. You could probably get this one on sale, being that they have the black one out, man. But I totally recommend this. This is definitely a must-have if you have a Sony PlayStation 5, and if you're just into gaming like I'm into gaming, I would definitely recommend it. My only gripe about it is that Sony did not give me a different cord. They should have gave me USB-C to USB-C. As you can tell, this is the same cord from you know, it's all the same. They could have did better with the USB-C to USB-C, because all of the Sony PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Slim is USB-C to USB-C. Why not give me a USB-C cable? And I'm okay, I have USB-C cables, but if you're a person who got a Sony PlayStation Slim, you're not going to be able to plug your controller up to the front of your Sony PlayStation 5 Slim or your Sony PlayStation 5 Pro. I kind of think that was dumb, because when you get controllers, but when you get headsets and headphones, they give you USB-C to USB-C. Just does not make sense. So anywho, man, if y'all made it this far, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let me know what y'all think about the controller. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's Dirty Red Gaming, and we out.